Hello everyone, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. I am ZT, and we are continuing Group B in the 2006 OSL, the Shinhan Bank OSL even. Today we've got a couple players we have now seen, definitely seen everyone in this group so far. Trying to remember what they, yeah, these are the two losers. Not to be mean or anything, but they did lose their respective matches. It's gonna be on 8:15, which is a pretty interesting map, but we did just see a pretty long macro game here. Getting into the intros as soon as the Korean commentators are ready. Here we have in the bottom left, purple this time, Julyzerg. Is he 5-pooling? No, okay. And his Protoss opponent all the way across spawn in the top right. This is Rock. So Rock lost to Sync, and Julyzerg got cheesed out by Garush. And then those two actually played a pretty decently long macro game, again on 8:15. So to see, maybe these two can match that. Oh, is this? Oh my. This is Nexus first? No, that's a pylon for sure. Okay. He had me for a second there. I thought, what? Nexus first? Thought that would usually be after a pylon anyway, so just me freaking out for being an idiot. Getting like, is that an Overlord maybe? I feel like that's his Overpool. Just have to see. Really nothing interesting happening so far. Just making workers. Nobody's cheesing too hard yet. They're like pretty delayed forge. Yeah, I think this was Overpool. I'm no expert on the Zerg race, or really any race in this game. The reactions are always good. She wanted to hide her face, but she stopped herself. Went for wiping her eye instead. And yeah, this is actually Nexus first. So pretty risky build here. Would just be straight up dead if July were doing anything aggressive. But Overpool, just kind of the safe build. Looks like they're... oh, that's actually an Overlord. So, Rock should see this Overlord with his probe. Looks like he's timed this pretty well. Actually, doesn't check for it, so... I was going to say he should see this Overlord with his probe and know that July's in the bottom left, but missed it. Hello, Korean people? I have no idea who they are. Probably staff from one of the teams. Maybe July's coach. I don't know. 6 lings made, but the cannon should be done plenty soon enough. I'm a little... I don't know about that. This wall is very odd. I guess he's using the Nexus as part of his wall here. Yeah. Okay. Usually the Forge wears gateways like a hat in your wallet. But this is definitely a different setup here from what you'd generally see. Seems like the choke is just too big, maybe, so deciding to use the Nexus as part of his wall off. I know that is sort of the original Forge Expand style, with the Nexus usually being part of the wall. But with 2 cannons, you should be pretty safe here. This might even... no, it can't be better against Hydra Busts. A quick layer for July. Okay. Not sure if he is going for speed as well. Obviously you will eventually get it, but probably layer and then speed. Yeah, what a SimCity here. I almost I don't know. I don't know how to wall on this map, I guess. Seems like that cyber core should maybe even be below the Nexus or something, just to offer a little more protection, but having it at the back will keep it pretty safe. Kind of rather have my Forge back there, to be honest. Losing my cyber core, not a big deal. Losing your Forge, kind of painful, especially when +1 is off and not finished in time for this Hydra bust. We do see that July has decided for a quick Spire. Probably Mutas. I don't know if you'd go this quick a Spire without it. And this drone sneaking up here is definitely going to be trying to build a third in that main. We'll see what Rock can do. He might actually get there in time to block this hatch, but it looks like July's going to get it to start. The observer decided to switch away just in time so we can't see. Thanks. Pretty standard stuff here from Rock, though, getting his Stargate and the Citadel of Dune. And it was pylon blocked, so it's pretty nice for Rock. Just getting that pylon block, delaying the third hatchery by a little bit. Really, I mean, one Ling and one drone are going to take quite a while to kill that. I don't hate letting it finish. I do believe he did. Okay, more gateways up here to lengthen the wall. And I love putting a cannon in the main next to the Stargate. I think that's a great choice. Pretty common play from Zergs is, oh wow, double cannon there. That's surprising. But a pretty common play from Zergs is to try to catch a Corsair right as it pops out with some Scourge. But having a cannon there just makes that completely, well, not impossible, but very difficult. You have to have perfect timing. But if there's no anti-air, you know, you can just have your Scourge sit above the Stargate, and there's not much they can do about it. Corsair pops out and then it dies. The first Corsair is kind of getting caught. Julyzerg might be able to get some moving shots off on this thing and kill it. It is without shields now, and looks like it will probably die. Pretty painful for him, and also really just completely unnecessary. Probably could have kept that alive, if we're being real. One Corsair moves pretty quickly. It's tough to chase it down and keep shooting with mutas, but July is able to take that down. Looks like more cannons finishing up, but not in time. So some probe damage is going down here. Actually, quite a few probes dying already. One cannon was cancelled. The Corsair comes down to try to help the fight, but these mutas are able to kill off that cannon and then run away. Pretty good damage already. If anyone is not convinced that Mutalisks are the best unit in this game, they must be a fan of the Defiler. It's like these Zealots are putting some pressure on at the third, and really just nothing here to protect it. July would have to use the mutas if he wants to protect that base, but they are busy harassing, so probably just going to lose his third. Unless they are flying back right now. But this is kind of the Zealot's job, even if they do die before killing off the hatch. Part of their job is just to get those mutas away from his natural, and they've now done that. Oh yeah, this is a dead hatchery for sure. So really great here for Rock, actually. Gets to kill this hatchery and pulls the mutas away. Zealot's 100% worth it. Double Evo. I don't even know what that means. Is this like crazy Zerg? Is that what this is? We go mutas right into ultras here? Was that the plan? Didn't realize it was a... Oh, it's actually double Stargate, I didn't realize. So yeah, double Stargate, definitely going to be able to take out those mutas pretty quickly. If you like blind double Stargate and your opponent's going mutas, I mean, you like basically just win the game. But I think that was a reaction to the Mutalisks. Even still, 2 base versus 2 base, pretty good for Protoss. Not a terrible situation. Looks like that top left hatchery was started again. And really unfortunate here for Rock, getting all his cannons scouted before they're able to finish. One of them does finish, but the probe over there is dead now. The Corsair is coming in to try to take this fight, but not going to be able to do so as the mutas are running away. Free Zealot. Seeing some Zerglings down here. I don't even know if this is like necessary. Like, I guess he can kill those cannons. Actually, the mutas are just fighting here. Mostly a distraction for those Scourge that came in and sniped a Corsair. So the Wings will take that down. July, as I said, retaking his third. And what is this probe doing? What? Probe just wanted to die. Corsair's gonna be picking off a couple Overlords though. Kinda nice for Rock. Sending more Zealots up to that top left location. Definitely wants to re-kill that. If he can put July back down onto 2 base, like, he does not care about this bottom right base that he was trying to take if July's on 2 base. 2 base versus 2 base is great for Protoss. These Lings surrounding a couple Zealots here. Not a great trade for them. Really would prefer to fight them one at a time. I'd love to see him leave 1 Zealot at that ramp. It will just delay so, and yeah, he does do that. This 1 Zealot will just sit here and murder Lings as the rest of his Zealots kill off the hatchery. So, once again, July put back down to 2 bases. Pretty nice situation if you're Rock. And he has snuck another probe down in the bottom right and is trying to re-cannon that position. Looks like July just has the gamer senses and he's sending some more Lings down here to stop it. I think some of those cannons might finish though. You gotta start your attack if you're gonna do it, July. Look at all these photon cannons. So many. Actually, July's trying to take this base now, which is kind of surprising given, well, you know, I guess he wants one of the mains, and he can't take the top left one right now since it's blocked off with a Zealot. But the bottom right base is being cannoned up, so not really able to take that one either. I don't think there is a number of Zerglings that will push up that ramp. Like, how many? 20 Lings for 1 Zealot, maybe? Is that the ratio? 1 at a time? Like, it's horrible. And I think that Zealot is +1, so probably 2-shotting Zerglings as well. Horribly inefficient for July if he wants to just brute force his way up there. But he does need to take a third somewhere. It looks like his decision is to just send infinity Lings at these photon cannons, but is this 7 cannons going to be 8 soon? That's going to kill a lot of Zerglings. Watching them stream 1 at a time into the base is always kind of funny. These ramps on 815 are definitely odd, but here we go. The Lings are running in here, getting decent surrounds on the cannons, but god, those cannons just shoot Lings so fast. Looks like the Zerglings will win this out eventually. And yeah, the cannons do lose this fight, but kill a lot of Zerglings there. Definitely gonna have to cancel that base in the bottom right, will Rock. But his Zealots are grouping up now. Zealots from the top left and some more from his main. Probably going down to the natural here, and they might get some real damage done. There, again, is just a ton of Zerglings here. But Zealots in these numbers will fare very well against Zerglings. And a huge engagement's going down. Pretty rare to see this kind of fight now. But it looks okay for... Wow, actually, July just has so many Zerglings. That's all he's been making, is just pure Ling. Such a weird game. Just hatcheries and Zerglings. Looks like they probably do have adrenal glands, so yeah, they do. Alright, so Rock pushed out of the bottom right main, decides to take his third at a different location. And is now actually building Reavers. And Reavers, just in case anyone doesn't know, kill Zerglings really hard. I know this because I've played the campaign a few times. And the Zergverse Protoss missions, you cannot just make Lings, because those Reavers will destroy you. So we're going to have to see what else he has. Pure Ling will not fare well against Reavers. Here we go, there is a fight now. 1 Reaver shot takes probably 8 Lings out on its own. 2nd Reaver shot, also pretty decent. This attack is not going to work. Really quite inefficient there for July. Not entirely sure what he was thinking with that, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a great way to play that, to attack that position. Definitely needs something else. I think he didn't know about the Reavers though, so can't really blame him too much. So Rock is going and deciding to take the island base instead. He's already started his cannons, and the Nexus is basically done. July is grabbing his third in the bottom right. But that's going to be equal bases against a 2 Stargate Protoss, so Probably going to be pretty tough to actually challenge him on that island. July is going to have to figure out what his tech is going to be. Or he'll just continue making pure Zerglings, I guess. Okay, some Hydras. I don't think it's Mutas. Say that Mutas against double Stargate Protoss with a bunch of Corsairs still alive. Probably not the choice. Probably Lurkers, I guess. Poor Zealot is gonna get taken out by these Lings. Oh, but Reavers drop out to kill these Zerglings. 2 shots take out most of them. And does end up cleaning up the whole pack. Not a bad situation there for Rock. More trading for Larva than anything, I guess. Although, 25 minerals. Yeah, I guess as long as you kill 1 Ling with each Scarab, you're fine. If they dead like that, then I guess you're not happy about it. But, even 1 for 1. A fine trade for Protoss. Oh, but the Corsairs fly over some Hydras here. Get pulled away pretty quickly, so it's fine. Gotta see if Rock wants to drop those Reavers. Reavers kill Hydras pretty good too. Not actually sure why we don't see Reavers as much against Zerg nowadays. It seems like should be Protoss is one of their good units, considering Darkstorm is such a problem for Dragoons. Reavers don't really care. They just shoot a bunch of AoE damage in there anyway. July is still on basically Ling Hydra. Pretty big engagement here, but look at these. Oh my god, these Reaver shots are just killing so many Zerglings. Decent micro from July, but look at them go away. This is just giving me flashbacks of the campaign trying to kill Protoss with only Lings, but July does have enough here to overwhelm. Lost a crazy amount of Zerglings and a lot of Hydras as well, but does end up killing those 2 Reavers. I think we're still on 3 base versus 3 base too. Yeah, looks like it. July donating a couple more Lings there. Not that Lings are particularly important. And a Reaver drop actually killing off some of the workers and forcing the rest to run out. So really July is on 2 base at the moment. Corsairs are going to kill off these couple Overlords too. Nice little damage. The rest of July's units are here, but with shuttle speed done, it will fly away very easily. The drones come back to mine again, but very annoying for July. Quite unlikely to ever mine out that bottom right base in this game, although it could happen. So basically just lost minerals as far as July is concerned. Rock is going to be taking the other island that's close to his base, so looks like it's going to be 4 base Protoss to 3 base Zerg here in a bit. Pretty rough spot for July. His tech is really not that great either. Okay, looks like Rock's main is mined out. His natural will be mined out soon as well. Wait, what? Is his natural mined out and not his main? I'm confused. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Interesting. I guess there might be less patches in the natural, or they could be just have less minerals in them. Not entirely sure, but he does have that 4th secured, so just going to transfer the probes over there with his shuttle, and they'll continue mining. Looks like we're going to see a drop at Rock's 3rd. A lot of Overlords coming over here, but Rock scouts it out with his Corsair flock, and that plan will have to be aborted. There's really... Oh, I don't know about this, man. That one DT walked under about 50 Overlords, but lived anyway. That's a ninja DT right there. July's still chasing it, though. Trying to block it, hold it in place for his Overlords to catch up. It looks like they do. Even still, trading that 1 DT basically to stop that drop that July kind of needs to work. Pretty good trade. It's like another dropship, probably bringing a DT into July's natural here. See what he has for units. Quite a few Hydras. And Rock does just pull that back. Looks like July's gonna go for this drop anyway. Wow, 4 Reavers are done here. They are quite expensive, but really good. Units are in the Overlords now, and I think I just saw the Corsairs in the area. July is trying to find a good angle to get to one of these island bases. Oh, Templar could potentially storm all those Overlords. That would soften them up a lot. Oh, looks like the Corsairs are going to intercept too. July's going into the main, but yes, the Corsairs do find them, getting lots of shots on, but nothing's dying yet. First Overlords start to fall, and yeah, a lot of these units just are not going to get out. This is not going well for July. He does get some Lings and Hydras into Rock's main, but has cannons here to fight, and Rock does have units in his natural to pull back here and defend with, so it looks like he is going to be able to push this drop back. And again, really just an ineffective attack from July. He killed off the cannons, but that's basically it. All of his units and a bunch of his overlords died for very little value there. Reavers, as the Reavers are able to clean up what's in the main. July is still really just on this Ling Hydra comp, though. Says, I don't want to change. It's like he... Oh, yeah, he dropped 1 Overlord worth of Hydras at Rock's bottom island base. Not a bad little play. Gonna get a bit of harassment done, but honestly, losing 4 Hydras for like 3 probes isn't a great trade anyway. That said, Rock's not doing a good job of cleaning that up quite yet. It's a drone transfer to the 4th, I guess? It's a kind of dangerous 4th to be taking, though. Okay, and here we go, another drop. See where Rock's Corsairs are. Restarting some more cannons. Oh no, looks like July's actually going to get this drop into his base. Yeah, here we go. Cannons here too protected, so this isn't a totally undefended base, but really he needed to intercept these with his Corsairs. They are flying over now, but everything here is going to be dead. Reaver dropped out basically just to die. Oh, but a lot of Reavers here, and big storms all over this army. Looks like he should be able to save the buildings here, but none of the probes will live. Reaver going down, second Reaver going down. Kind of a bad trade for Rock, honestly. Picking up a couple Archons here, but, well, 3 Hydras might not be able to kill those in time. First one goes down. Ooh, the second one will finish. No, actually, they do end up killing them all in time, so... Pretty good attack here for July. I guess if he just continued to take the same risk over and over again with the same unit composition, eventually Rock just wouldn't be in position with his Corsairs. It's the big brain move. And that's definitely all we are going to see from July. Looks like this game is a drop game. Rock probably going to recannon at this base as he reproduces probes. Yeah, it's really just about killing these overloads for him. If he can catch July's transport, then there's really not much he can do, but if July gets these drops off in his base, it's pretty painful. Looks like the Corsairs are moving north. It's definitely a better situation for him than the last one, but no, he's moving his army away again. Couple overloads look like they might go down to the cannons, but no, none actually do, and just dropping units all over these poor cannons, nothing they can do. July's going to take out another base here. A couple Archons dropping out to fight, and a pretty good storm, another pretty good storm on those Hydras. The Lings are they going to kill the Nexus? It's still pretty healthy. They haven't killed it yet, and these 2 Archons, if they get up there, will be able to kill the Lings pretty quickly. Looks like, yeah, Rock does save the base, but lost all his cannons and all his probes there again, so pretty painful for him. Especially since his natural's now mined out, so the only mining bases he even has were the islands. Both of them kind of gotten takeout there. Love to see Rock really just do some scouting. I think that's what he needs to do to win this game. If these drops are denied, July really doesn't have anything going for him, but if he's able to drop all his units, then obviously it can be a pretty strong move. The Corsairs are moving down to the right position. If he can hit these while they're in transition, maybe going to work out well for him, but does not actually find them. He's not undefended this time, though. He's got Reavers, Zealots, and Templar here. Storming kind of his own units, but definitely hitting a lot of the overlords there. And damn, yeah, a lot of them pop mid-air, so looks like a pretty solid defense at this base from Rock. Not losing any probes at least this time, so able to keep his economy intact. Definitely getting into a really long game here. I think Rock is going to need another base soon, but July is not actually at his 5th yet, so it's not too pressing. A lot more unlikely that he will mine out now, given all the probes lost. Still not a great economy at the moment, though. Definitely needs to get something going here for him. Really think he needs to be maybe a little more aggressive with these Corsairs. Something to stop the drops. Basically, he needs to hunt overlords and not let July dump units onto his cannons and his probes. That's when this goes bad for him. If he can kill the overlords, then I think he's got a great shot in this game. But July is July. Pretty amazing player. Okay. Oh, that's a DT. I thought there were defilers for a moment, but then I realized no. July is just going to make Lings and Hydras this whole game. Oh, so decent kills with this DT. I think he's got 2 Hydras already. 3 Hydras now. Definitely a pretty good DT. Actually manages to sneak away, so might even live. If not, probably kill a couple more Lings. I think that's probably the best choice he has at this point. Still just running, though. Checking around to see if there's an overlord here. Doesn't look like there is. Might even get a drone or 2. No, it doesn't look like it. Good block there from July, but actually, yes, does end up getting 1 drone. Perhaps more importantly, just scouting out the base. Actually, I think it's the one left. Yeah, the island is the new one. So I think Rock did know about that base already. July trying to take the top left, immediately getting scouted. Corsairs take out that overlord over there. So could send just 1 DT to clean that up. Here's my question. Okay, so spires are like really tall, right? Why can't air-to-air units shoot the spire? I know it's a building, whatever, but it just doesn't make sense. Oh wow, big storms there killing off. Looks like a bunch of Hydras. Really strong storms. Bringing his Corsairs back now, but nothing actually for them to kill. Space gets scouted. 1 Zealot drops. Could storm these eggs. I think it's 2 storm. No, okay. Looks like those Templar were out of energy, so just gonna make an Archon to be plenty annoying. Okay, Rock started recannoning this base. I like that he's left units here. I think that's probably pretty important. July dropping some Lings here in this base, trying to get the Archon behind the minerals, but not quite able to do so. Actually, it ends up killing 2 drones, so that's a pretty nice little drop there, considering those Templar were just out of energy anyway. Forcing July to answer it, buying himself some time, and also getting okay damage. So I wonder if that DT is ever going to run up to this base, because it could 1 DT could very easily deny it right now. No detection at all. Doesn't look like there's any close either. Even just killing the units over there would be pretty nice. But Rock is more interested in building Templar at the moment. High Templar, I should say. Hard to blame him. Storms are pretty good. It's tough to go wrong when you're building some sort of Templar. Okay, actually has been building DTs. Dropping here in the bottom left. The Corsairs are going to try to take out the Overlords while the DTs run rampant through this base. Already killing a couple drones. And yeah, it looks like all the detection will be taken out. So, going to be pretty tough for July to actually stop this. Might be able to kill off the Corsairs though. 3 more Overlords do rally up, but the Corsairs are on them immediately. And the DTs are starting to take out these Hydras pretty well, although the last DT does actually die. High Templar drop to storm the Hydras, but not quite in time. July actually does manage to hold on to this base. It was pretty close there. If one DT could have lived until those overlords were dead, it was gonna have a good time in that base. Actually, looks like one did, so he's now going to go about his business of killing off these hydras. But some more overlords pop, and he is taken out. Drone transfer up to the top left, I guess. Not sure what July just made, but the Korean commentators were excited about it. Looks like an Archon drop. Well, it's probably Storms and then morphing into Archons. I wish I could read July's supply, but can't quite do it. It looks like 60 something, maybe? I don't know. Is gonna be another drop here? No. Wouldn't mind another Reaver, honestly. A Reaver at the top left base or that island would do some serious damage. Poor Overlord. Just abandoned. Still no. Okay, I was gonna say no detection up here, but now there is a little bit. This poor crawler is going to finish soon. Still a decent number of units up at that most northern island base. Yeah, looking like a pretty strong position for July in this top left. Gonna be tough to attack him there. Rock is really... He needs to expand. He needed to stop July from taking so many bases and needed to get some for himself, but he's really become quite stagnant here. He's going to be taking the middle bases, it looks like. They are walled off, so kind of tough for July to get at them, but we've already seen that he's dropping a lot. Double expanding, why not, I guess. If you're making a commitment to control the middle area, you might as well, you know, go all in. July scouts these bases pretty quick. The Corsairs jump on the Overlords right away. I'm not sure why there's 4 Overlords running around together. I don't think there's anything in them, or they'd be getting unloaded at the moment. Okay, and here we go. Here's the drop. No cannons done here. Corsairs aren't quite protecting it yet. No DTs either. Actually, the Corsairs looks like they picked off those Overlords pretty quickly, though. Not very many units were able to drop out. Now the DTs are here to protect it. So it looks like Rock will be able to get this base, or at least keep it for a little while longer. There's a lot of Templar just chilling there. I think that's like 10 High Templar, honestly. So Rock's army is pretty strong. He's got a lot of good tech units. Very few Dragoons in this game. Mostly Templar, Zealot. Although I guess Zealots are part of the Templar cast, but whatever. They're different than the High Templar. It's a Templar Arbiter-based, or Corsair army here for Rock. He does now have some cannons finished at that bottom left island. July still hasn't gone into Defilers, so cannons are decent still. Looks like he wants to do another drop here. But, oh, maybe not a drop, but more like an attack over this wall. You know, I don't know about this one, man. How do Hydras hit over that wall? Like, they must be shooting almost straight up. That's pretty impressive aim, not gonna lie. Man, July is just everywhere they are. He's basically taken half the map. Although, I guess with these 2 bases in the middle, Rock still does have a shot. July has a lot of bases, but still just not great tech. He's still just on the Ling Hydra and drops, which, if you have Templar and Reavers and stuff like that, you can definitely deal with a lot of Ling Hydra. Okay, here comes another drop, but the Corsairs are here, so some of these Overlords are going to go down before they're even able to... Yeah, okay. Pretty decent there for Rock, killing 3 Overlords, it looks like. 2 of them, I think, were just full. If this Templar can storm, decent storm there, hitting the Hydras. And keeps himself alive, I think more importantly. Can either regen some energy or perhaps make an Archon with a different Templar at some point. 150 gas is a lot, so keeping those Templar alive is very important. I wish he would put that a little further in on the base, a little closer to the cannons, but even still, he's more or less done his job. 2 storms. A couple Archons finishing up here. Look at all these High Templar. A lot of storms for Rock. It's like we're going to see an Archon Storm drop. Call it a Stormcon drop. Okay, just forget that I said that. I'm sorry. Quite a few dropships. Looks like 4 here. This DT is going to go... Actually, there's no detection, so this DT is going to push that whole army back. I'm looking for the overlords, but they don't seem to be rallying up for this army, so actually just going to be vulnerable to a Dark Templar. I'm not really sure who's winning anymore. I think Rock, with these 2 middle bases, if he can start taking some decent fights, and I think he has to deny July taking any more bases, but if he can do that, and probably get that top left natural for himself, he's in an okay spot. July has a lot of bases, but again, he's just got shit tech. Like, he's got upgrades and crack for his Zerglings. That's basically it. Like, no lurkers that I've seen. Okay, finally we're gonna see some defilers. Plagues would be really good. Plaguing that Corsair flock would be huge. Obviously, it's not good against Archons, but plaguing against Zealots is really great. But July's he's loading up again. It'd also be Darkstorm is very good against these cannons. All right, so here we go. Storms. Oh, there's so many Templar here. Storm, please, storm! Storm all those overlords. Does get a decent number of storms. Look at all this Zerg blood everywhere. Oh my god. That whole army is taken out, and honestly, not even all the probes die. I thought basically all of them were going to get killed by those storms, but some do survive, and really just a held attack. In the meantime, Rock is dropping here at the top left island, and really not much here to fight this. Also with the Corsairs to cover from any drops, should be able to take this out. Look at all these High Templar. Maybe a couple Zealots would have been better. But these Archons are doing a pretty good job of killing off, well, everything in that base. Killed the Larva pretty quickly, too. It's like July has decided to go for all the tech at once. Probably, I guess these are Devourers? Well, it could be Guardians to, yeah, it's Devourers. I was gonna say it could be Guardians to attack this base. Another drop going on here, but a ton more storms kill off all this Zerg stuff. Does lose his probes again, though. But manages to keep this mid location pretty firmly under his control. The Devourers are, I assume, looking to fight these Corsairs. Probably to take out this army here. But now with the Storms and Archons, I'm pretty sure those Corsairs will win the fight against Devourers. Here we are starting it now. Corsairs fighting Devourers. Storms? Yeah, one good Storm there. The Devourer does die, that other one very low. He needs to pull those Corsairs back. If he just brought them over to the rest of the army, they'd be quite safe here. Corsairs do fly out though, past the Devourers, and then turn back. It looks like he wants the fight. I mean, Corsairs are pretty good against Devourers, you know, being that they're air units. Catching a couple here, pretty unprotected, but the Hydras are able to push those Corsairs back. Interested to see what is going on. Actually manages to keep this base, does July. Oh no! Rock's shuttles get caught by the Hydras though. Pretty big mistake, 2 of those going down. Not exactly sure what was in them, but definitely something. Guessing he just lost Archons or Reavers or something like that. Or High Templar, that was all that he brought with him. There were like 2 Zealots in that army, so pretty painful loss there for him. this northernmost, or the northern island is mined out now. Corsairs are going to fight the Devourers. Pretty good storm there on the Corsairs. Actually, a lot of solid storms on them. Killed a couple and they're quite damaged now. Devourers come back in for another re-engagement. Can we get a storm here? Storm? Okay, storm. Did get a bit of damage, but not a ton. Rock does still have a pretty strong army, very tech heavy, lots of Archons, and lots of High Templar. Look at them all. Loading those up into his dropships. We'll see where he wants to go with those. Perhaps top left? Devourers coming in to fight the Corsairs again, but again, with this High Templar support, they are not taking a great trade against them. Only 3 Corsairs left now, though. Rock probably going to want to make some more. Looks like July is going to attack with his drones. Not sure where they're going. It's an interesting, maybe just a weird rally or something, I don't know. Do have Hydras outside of Rock's natural. Probably looking to attack that middle base. Actually going to be pulling them away, so never mind, I lied. Yeah, I mean, Rock's economy is getting back to a pretty decent spot. Does have a lot of probes of that island base in the north that he could transfer out still. So those would help elsewhere. Could also feel pretty safe moving the Reavers and High Templar out of this area now. I mean, he does still get gas from this base. It looks like, yeah, the Geyser's depleted anyway, so not actually that much of an income from it. But it takes a lot of probes to get okay gas out of that base. Probably fine to just abandon it more or less, let the cannons protect it. I don't think July's going to care that much about it anymore. So there's a Nidus to somewhere. Not exactly sure, maybe the top left. Rock coming in here. Yeah, okay. July just cancels the base. Fair enough. Definitely didn't look like it was going to have much longevity. I guess, well, I mean, Rock is he's using a very gas-heavy composition, so even a depleted gas is nice. I just don't know if it's worth leaving like a Reaver up there and an Archon. Both pretty expensive units. Could be doing a lot of good somewhere else for him. July's still mostly just on this Hydra Ling. That's just his style, I guess. 1 Devourer against 1 Corsair. Oh, now it's 4 Corsairs. What? No, kill it! What? Decides not to. Actually ends up pulling the Devourer over his cannon, so next level, Rock's just a genius. Actually taking the top left Nat. I don't hate it. As long as he thinks he can keep it, it's just going to be tough to keep. Corsair's finding some Overlords here. I don't think there's anything in those. A lot of Archons in this game, which makes sense. Rock, well, 1, gas units are just the best prowess units, obviously. Exhibit A, this storm that killed like 5 Hydras, and then another storm that killed 2 more. Oh, run Templar. Well, actually, maybe it's a bait Templar. Actually, it does end up living, and another storm goes down on those Hydras. But yeah, he's a lot more likely to mine out of minerals in this game. He is probably getting low on that resource, so making lots of High Templar makes a lot of sense. Can't technically run out of gas, but depleted geysers are just not as good, I guess. Yeah, July just moving around on the map with his army. Trying another attack here at the front, but again, there should be quite a few storms. Dark Swarm goes down on a couple of those cannons, but nothing's actually underneath them yet, so it's not actually doing anything. Okay, some Lings do get in there and kill off the cannons now. Looks like Rock is just going to lose his natural. Luckily for him, it's not got much in it that he needs. Probably not upgrading anymore. The big thing he's losing here is the robotics facility and the robo support bay. But we'll see. Maybe he ends up saving those. That was some thunder if you hear it. Oh my. Don't worry though, I'm casting on a laptop, so we're not going to have any power outage. Not that you'd see this if that did happen, but whatever. Pretty good plague there. Well, honestly, plaguing the shuttles and the Corsairs is really good. Plaguing Archons just doesn't matter at all, really. Like 350 shield and 10 HP. So now it's going to be 350 shield and 1 HP. Not meaningfully different. 9 health from a plague, not a great shot, but it's good on the Corsairs and on the shuttles. Rock has a lot of cannons out there at that middle base. Looks like maybe another Overlord drop incoming. Not really sure where he's going to go with it. I think those middle bases is kind of what he needs to hit, but they're reasonably well defended. These Templar here probably all have like 3 storms, so it's going to be pretty tough to actually get Overlords to drop everything out in there. If they run into those storms, especially if they're stacked up, they will just die really quickly. Not a fun time for them. Let's see here. Rock has definitely secured that left island, so... Or... No, I think that's the natural? Not sure. Oh man, big storms gone those Hydras, killing all of them. 1 Archon goes down, but those 2 storms were huge. Lots of damage done. Looks like the Lings might be able to pick off the Templar at the back, though. That's kind of painful for Rock. Does micro that second Templar behind his Archons, so that the Archons are quite capable of killing Lings. Ooh, of course, they're catching the Overlords a bit here, and the Hydras are split off from them. Some good micro. Rock could kill basically all of these Overlords, assuming nothing interrupts him. Those Lings won't have anything to say about it. Instead, they're going to go fight Plagued Archons. Yeah, that seems not like a good plague. I guess the idea there was he's just going to lose the Defiler anyway, so you might as well press a button, but kind of painful. These Corsairs, though, they're getting a good job done. Killed a few Overlords already and softened up the rest pretty well. See a drone transfer here. Just more Hydras, more Lings. July has his comp and he likes it. Rock, I guess, is not even that worried about his mineral income. I'd love to see those probes get transferred, though. They've been sitting there AFK for a very long time. Wait, can you plague buildings? I think... Huh, I actually didn't know that. I think you can plague buildings, and it looks like that might have been what happened. All those cannons at 1 HP. Pretty solid fight for Rock here. Good storms again. He's just trading... Not even really trading at this point. Like, the Archons and Templar aren't even dying. Killing a lot of July's units. Can he pick up this Defiler too? That would be huge. Does end up killing it. That Archon blasts it down right into death. Don't question me. Okay, and finally... and finally Rock is going to transfer his probes out of that base. I heard you questioning me. Saying, ZT, those words were dumb. No, they were perfect. Blast it down to death. Right down. Couple Archons. Actually, a lot of Rock's units are getting caught in the middle of the map here. Kind of was not prepared for this fight. Still decent storms, so not horrible trades. But a little painful there for Rock. Looks like these probes are probably going to the that left base of his. I'm really not sure who's going to win this game. It's such a weird game. Okay. July is going to finish off the tech from the natural there. Oh, a fleet beacon? Hell yeah. Are we doing carriers, I guess? Or arbiters? I don't know. I don't know where we're going, man. I think carriers sound, well, I don't know, against Zerg? They just like make some Scourge and kill them. I guess could be for upgrades? Yeah, maybe he just wants like +2 weapons on his Corsairs? I don't know. We're gonna see. If it is carriers, no, I guess Rock has double Stargate already. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, I guess you don't need a fleet beacon for arbiters, so I'm being silly. That building is called the Arbiter Tribunal. So we do have some Darkstorms on that base there, but nothing to actually fight. But July is bringing his Overlords, which I'm sure are full of some sort of units over here. Will we see good storms? Decent storms on those Hydras. Definitely killing some of his own workers, but also getting the Hydras and now Overlords a lot. Look at all these storms. A lot of units going down here, and the Dark Swarm clears up, so now the cannons can actually fight the Hydras. Also a drop here defensively for Rock. Definitely gonna hold on to this area, but I think he lost quite a few probes there. I wonder if the play is to like control click all your probes and right click them onto the gas so you can storm your mineral line. Obviously you only have so many actions, but storming your own probes is pretty painful. Still this base here and the other middle base, reasonably healthy. Looks like Rock is probably going to be able to mine them out at this point. Restarting his cannons. Okay. I was going to say I think this is a drop, but I don't think it was. Would not have made much sense to be dropping there. Another Overlord flies into the main here just to die. Perhaps for scouting? And yeah, it looks like... So I think Stargates flash when they're producing. And I didn't see any of them flashing. So it looks like that was just for upgrades. Is for the fleet beacon. Because that Cyber Core was spinning. Couple Corsairs look like they took a bit of damage from Hydras, but did end up getting away. July is transferring up to the top here. Man, I really just don't know who's going to take this one. This game's actually so interesting. A very, very long game. Yeah, and confirmed. You can plague buildings. I don't know why I didn't know that. I feel like I did know that, and it just sounds weird. Oh, man, Dark Archons? Hell yeah. Okay. So what are we gonna feed back Defilers, I guess? That kind of makes sense. That sounds good. Defiler is here. A feedback on it would be huge! One Dark Swarm goes down. Didn't see a feedback go out. Actually, yes, there it is. Feedback on that Defiler. This drop really does nothing. Killed, like, a cannon or two. Not that impactful. Kind of interesting how much of Rock's minerals have just gone into cannons. Big Overlord group here, probably for a drop somewhere. I think there's actually units already in some of them, but they do get scouted by these shuttles, so Rock will have some time to react to it at least. Moving his Archon army out, but they're going for your main, son. Can't get him in there. One storm goes on to the Overlords, but not enough to kill any of them yet. More storms available in the main, though, and they are blanketing this Overlord fleet. As well as the cannons now killing... Oh, my God. Alright, well, it looked good for Julyzerg, and then it happened, and it wasn't so good. But a lot of units actually running into the main here. Kind of comically just running around Rock's units. This Archon move out was really just not what he needed. So not a lot of those Overlords actually end up getting their units onto the ground, but it looks like enough, more or less. A lot of storms here killing quite a few of these Hydras. And Rock, in the meantime, has said, alright, well, I guess I can't get my Overlords with those ramps because they're really well designed, so I'm going to go attack your natural. And yeah, July is just abandoning the position. definitely going to be losing this base. I don't think Overlords can get up that ramp, though. Guess we'll see. He's trying to get up there, I can tell. That Archon wants up there. So not a huge army in Rock's main, but not much he can do to clean it out. Most of his units just can't go up the ramp. Stargate's getting restarted at that island base. 2 Dark Archons still over there. Wouldn't mind splitting those up a bit. I think Rock could, you know, drop Archons up there or something. Try to maybe take that base back, but instead he's decided to be aggressive with his army. Ton of Archons and a lot of High Templar attacking here. That can be a great storm. Oh wow, actually predicting where the Hydras were going to go, and actually it is a great storm. Quite a bit of damage done there with it. Pretty strong there. But Rock has just lost his entire main. I guess he's not... There are gateways there. I don't know. It's kind of rough. Both players here starting to mine out. I think these are carriers. That's... Oh wow, look at all these Stargates he's building. I think this is supposed to be a really quick carrier switch. I think that's his plan here. Oh man, great storms from Rock, killing basically all those Hydras with like 3 storms. That's something I've noticed in this game. Rock has made great use of High Templar. Either as Archons or just for storms. Getting a lot done with them. Starting a robo facility over here too. So this is what? 1, 2, 3. This is 7 Stargates? 7 Stargate. 7 is a lot. Such an odd game, really. It's like this base will not be finishing, and a decent storm there on some drones. Not even sure drones are that important anymore. I don't know what's important in this game. I guess you can't ever really be that wrong storming drones. Storm on these Hydras? Yep. Pretty decent one. Actually, Disruption Web as well. I haven't seen that one too many times, but it is situationally quite good. And I mean, if you Disruption Web the Hydra, it's like an opposite Darkstorm, right? Like, if you put that on the range unit, it can't shoot. So, pretty good against Hydras. Kind of funny watching these 5 Hydras dodge around storms, but they are eventually almost all picked off. Just comically, nothing can actually just go hit them since all the Archons were gone. Carriers are starting to pop out now. I think this carrier switch could be really strong. July will need... I mean, he'll need Scourge to deal with it, but Corsairs can kind of cover for the carriers. If he can snipe those Scourge with his Corsairs before they connect on the carriers, it can be really good for Protoss. Storm also can be a good way of dealing with Scourge. The problem there is you're also going to kill the Interceptors, and carriers without Interceptors are not very good. Nidus and drones down to the bottom right, but I think that's already mined out too. What is July mining? I think he's only got like top left natural mining right now. The carriers have now been scouted. Decent storm there on the Hydras, not actually killing that many. Actually, there we go. July calls GG. He was mined out. What a crazy game, man. Props to Rock. Well played. See, now it's confusing me. It's showing July. Did he win? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna back up. I'm pretty sure July called GG. Yeah, July GG'd. Okay. So yeah, Rock does take that one down. Really well played, honestly. A super back and forth game, and just kind of fun to watch. A lot of drops. What July needed to do, I don't know, man. I don't know. This game was just so weird. I think maybe not throwing so many units away in his Overlords, but some of those drops worked out really well for him. So tough to say. But looks like once he saw those carriers, he just realized it was over. Maybe what he needed was to tech a little sooner. Like, that kind of seemed like the flaw to me was July just stayed on Ling Hydra for so long. Anyway, after that like 50-minute game, I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you stuck it out to the end, props to you. You're Chad. All right, have a good one.